Hey everybody, this is Daniel with Bother Some Truth. I want to come to you with a part 2 about the Sue the Saudis bill that Congress overrode President Obama on, and how they have buyer's remorse, and how a new lawsuit against Saudi Arabia has already started. So let's jump right into it. If you didn't watch the video I did, I think you should, because a lot of people have, and I'm really happy about that. But let me give you a quick nutshell of what happened. So since 9/11, families of the victims have been pushing to get legislation where they could sue countries that they suspect of being involved in terrorism, such as Saudi Arabia, because like 15 of the 18 or 19 hijackers in 9/11 were of Saudi Arabian descent. So they've been pushing for a bill. They finally got it. It's called JASTA. JASTA stands for Justice Against Sponsors of Terrorism Act. People call it the Sue the Saudis bill. And from the jump, people were saying this is not a good idea. We understand why you want to do it, but this could open up the United States against untold levels of lawsuits because of things we've done abroad. Well, Congress didn't listen. They passed the bill. It got to Obama's desk. Obama said, of course not. Like, this could open us up to all sorts of lawsuits because we drop bombs on people. We kill people, collateral damage. There's all sorts of things. We bomb weddings or hospitals. I mean, it's just... we've dropped a lot of bombs, okay? And so Obama said no, and he vetoed it. Well, Congress decided in their infinite splendor and wisdom that they were going to override him. 348 to 77, the House voted to override Obama, 97 to 1 in the Senate. Harry Reid was the dissenting vote. Bernie Sanders and Tim Kaine, Hillary Clinton's VP, abstained from voting. So, now where are we? Update. Number 1. Congress has buyer's remorse. Let me read to you some quick quotes from Paul Ryan, the House Speaker, and Mitch McConnell, the Senate Majority Leader, so you can see just how idiotic the leaders of Congress are. Paul Ryan suggested that Obama may have had a point, that his concerns were valid. He said, so I like to think there was a way we could fix it so that our service members do not have legal problems overseas while protecting the rights of the 9/11 victims, which is what JASTA did do. Okay, so Obama was right, and you didn't listen to him. Gee, I wonder why. Mitch McConnell says nobody had really focused on the potential downside in terms of our international relationships. I think it was just a drop ball. This is the kind of thing that makes you have to buy Goody's headache powder right here. Because McConnell's telling you that they didn't do their jobs. And he's saying it in such a cavalier fashion. We didn't think it through. Well, what's your job? Your job is to pass bills and think them through before you pass them. But that's what happens when you have a bought Congress. They didn't do their jobs. And they have no concern about hiding it. They're just telling us. He's like, you think about on your job, if you had an important job to do and you didn't think it through and you did something that could hurt your company globally in significant ways, imagine if you went to your boss and said, I just didn't think it through. I dropped the ball. My bad. What do you think would happen? It'd be like, here's your box. But it's okay. Mitch McConnell doesn't have to worry about it. They didn't know that there would be unintended consequences of the bill. I'm reading the USA Today article. And then, the coup d'etat is that McConnell then goes to blame Obama. Oh, yeah. So he admits they didn't do their job. They didn't think it through, and they blame Obama. He says, I hate to blame everything on President Obama, and I don't. But it would have been helpful had we had a discussion about this much earlier than last week. Obama said everything he needed to you, Mitch McConnell, when he A, vetoed the bill, and B, sent you a letter outlining why he vetoed the bill. But that's not enough, because when you're the grand obstructionist party, you block everything out of habit. When you decide to repeal everything. I mean, this is the party that decided from the first day President Obama was inaugurated, they were going to block everything he did. Everything. He gave them a Republican-created health care plan called the Affordable Care Act. They fought him on it. Obama has given them basically a centrist right Supreme Court Justice in Merrick Garland that they praised years ago. Now comes from Obama, so automatically it's dirty. They are willing to ruin themselves and this country so that they can make sure the first black president doesn't get what he wants. Yes, I said it. I genuinely don't think any other president would get the same kind of vitriol that he gets. And I believe it's part, not all, partly, and maybe a good chunk, but not all of it, is due to his race. I'm going to tell you a story just to show you how infantile Congress was about this. My mom tells me this story all the time whenever she thinks that whenever she wants to remind me that I was a bad kid sometimes. She loves to tell me this story of she was doing her hair once. She had a curling iron out and it was sitting there. And I was a little kid and I see the curling iron and my mom sees me seeing the curling iron. And my mom's like, no, don't touch the curling iron. Now, you know what happened next. I know what happened next. We all know what happened next. I looked my mom dead in the face, and to be just this, rebellious child, I take the curling iron and just go and put my hand on it just to prove a point, just to spite her. But in the process, I hurt myself. My mom still to this day says, I can't believe your hands are okay because you grabbed that thing hard and it burned. But that's Congress. Congress had this bill, which we understand the point of the bill. We understand why you want to do it. But this is fraught with complications. And Congress said, oh, well, we're just going to ignore the fact that this is a bad idea, and we're just going to do it anyway. And Paul Ryan has said that when they come back from their recess, they're going to try to fix the bill with another bill. But there's already been a lawsuit in the spirit of this. A 9/11 widow has brought suit against Saudi Arabia saying that they materially supported the hijackers. Already, 2 days after the bill passed, suit filed. So this is going to be a bigger deal than Congress realizes. And there is, let me just mention, there is an out clause in the bill where the Attorney General can basically say if they think that the Attorney General can intervene in any case against a foreign government and ask for a six-month delay as long as the Secretary of State certifies that the government is in good faith discussions with the foreign government to resolve the dispute. So there's a little out clause. I don't know if that's enough. What do you think about this? Because to me, it seems like Congress has just reached untold levels of ineptitude. Leave your comments down below. I'm responding to them. I'm getting back to you on those. It has been a little tough lately with the shootings. Kind of threw me into a depression. Thank goodness for Boondocks. But I am responding back to your comments to make sure that we hear from you and we keep the conversation going after I'm done. Remember, this is my part of the conversation. I want to hear yours in the comments. This has been Daniel with Bothersome Truth, and you have a good